Welcome to Girl Talk with Amy, Anna, and Lisa. Like many girlfriends, we get together to spend time and chat, talk about what's going on with the family, with our friends, with our work, life in general. We're always here to support each other, good times or bad times. Where do we do this? We get together in what we call the comfort zone. The comfort zone is a place where we can sit down, relax, there's no judgments, be completely vulnerable where we're chatting and sharing what's going on in our life with each other. When we're having a really tough time, we are there to uplift each other, support each other, make sure that we help each other get through whatever we need to overcome. When times are good, we're there to relish in each other's success, cheer each other on, continue to make sure we're forging forward. We realized one day while we were sitting, chatting, we needed to share this message with everyone else. We needed to share this message with the world. We want to empower other women. We want to show where we come from, the people that are affecting our lives, as well as issues of today that we're dealing with, and make sure that we're here to support all of our listeners. What we talk about in the comfort zone is something that we hope empowers women all around the world. We hope you enjoy our show. Please like, subscribe, and of course, share our posts. Welcome to the show. Enjoy. I am so happy to see all of you today. Boy, we have a fantastic show. Why? We're talking relationships. There have been some individuals that have called us and sent messages and said, "What do you do? We really want to know who you are." And since we're talking about relationships, who better to showcase and have as our guest speaker today as our very own Miss Anna Robles. Yay! Anna is the founder of Yo Soy Amazing. That she is an NLP master practitioner, certified trainer, and master practitioner in timeline therapy. Anna is an expert in the science of mindset, success in business and in life. She coaches business clients professionally, individually, to grow and maximize their strengths and to reach their full potential. We often find that when somebody is focusing on themselves, their personal life, the next thing you know it, their business life just soars. Well, what does this mean when it comes to relationships? Anna actually helps people work with individuals to see and understand where others are coming from and why maybe, just maybe, they're not necessarily breaking through and making that strong relationship as they should. So I am so excited to say that she has learned from her own experiences firsthand what the struggle is like, pretending that everything is okay. And then she found actually the courage to dream again and completely redefined herself. She wants to share this message with the world. She's a highly trained and certified, experienced NLP trainer. And those who've done any NLP training, let me tell you, it's just amazing. It's completely life-changing. And today we're going to talk about how Anna can guide all of us in our relationship situations, shall we call them, situations. Welcome, my dear friend, Miss Anna Robles.
Yay! I love it.
So I'm so excited to be here, like as a guest. It just feels different. So let's just pretend that we're just having a conversation
in the comfort zone, and you just happen to be on the hot seat today.
Yeah. There you go.
We're going to pick your brain. You know, I want to hear your story, and I want to hear how you came about. Tell me your struggle and how all of a sudden it triggered you to redefine yourself. Tell me that.
So, growing up, the firstborn Mexican family, and with I'm not going to say Mexican values, with the values, certain value system. And I was always told, sit down, be quiet, just listen. So I was put in a position where I learned to have just be that pretty face right there and be the good little girl. And so you learn not to speak up as much as you should, because it's a programming that has happened, as you're growing up. And I've always wanted to be in the forefront. I always wanted to do this. I've always been that leader, since I could recall. I was always that person. But the programming was in the back of it was always running in the back of us that we just don't even know that it's running. So there's that little voice. So as I gotten older, I knew what I wanted to do was help people. I just didn't know how. And I've always known it for the longest time. So I went to school, I went to work in corporate America and all of those things. And it came time where that little self-talk stopped me from being vulnerable. So you would always see Ana smiling, not really knowing what was inside, because I was always, that programming that happened many, many years ago was like, just sit down, look pretty, don't say anything. So you don't share, because I was programmed to believe that people are going to judge you. That was my programming before. So as I'm trying to come out of this shell, I start discovering different aspects. Not until I actually went through NLP did I realize that was a programming that happened many, many years ago. And then I was able to rewire that. So allowing myself to be vulnerable and allowing myself to just show up and really, you guys get to see who I really am, has really changed my life. So when I went through that breakthrough, it's when I realized this is what I want for other people. They deserve to walk this journey. They deserve to be themselves, just as I get to be that. So that's how the redefining of my mission in life came about, because I get to help people. I get to be me, and I get to walk alongside their journey to help them be the best of that they get to be.
Wow, that's awesome. So now you're working with business professionals. You focus mainly on business professionals. Are you focusing mostly on women, men, or families that run businesses? What do you do?
I actually get to work with both men and women. I actually, my client base is 50-50.
Oh, okay.
It's interesting. And at the end of the day, it's how I show up, how we show up, and how we connect. And so being the biggest part that I have learned is when I learn is to be vulnerable. And then you show up as yourself, and you show up from a place of excellence, and you show up from a place of love, and people connect with you because of who you are. So as long as people believe and see your authenticity, it doesn't matter whether you're a man or you're a woman, you get to still work with, you still get to help them. I don't see that as a difference. We're just human beings.
Right. So,
Sorry, go ahead, Lisa.
Ana, you talk about being vulnerable and being your true self, but there are different types of occupations and working in certain types of environments where possibly being vulnerable could affect your position, your environment that you're working in. So an environment like mine, where I can be free and no filter as much as I want to, and people see that because of the work that I do, that's okay. But say you're in corporate America and you're showing yourself as being a vulnerable person, that could maybe sideswipe you in a way, right? How would you help someone get through something like that? Well, I want to be myself. I want to be vulnerable. I don't want to be this stick in the mud. I don't want to be this, straight, starchy collar person, because that's not who I am, but that's the profession I'm in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I do. As a matter of fact, I was there before, and I actually have somebody that I'm working with through that. And reality is we pretend that this is who we're supposed to be. And at the end of the day, those people in corporate America, they really want to work with you. They don't want to work with that person that you're pretending to be, because that it doesn't serve them and it doesn't serve you. So it's really about finding your voice and your confidence. And you could still be professional. You could still do the things in a very professional manner. It's just allowing your personality to shine through. You know, I get the fact that we have to watch our language when we're in certain groups. We could be free. We could say whatever we want. There's certain environments that we just kind of have to, you know, step back and change the wording that we're using. And there's nothing wrong with that. When I'm talking about being vulnerable, it's being able to be yourself, you know, not being afraid of being judged, you know. And I've been around millionaires. I've been around, different people in corporate America, where sometimes like, what am I doing here? Like, why am I, like, I pinch myself, you know. I've been to San Diego Stadium, and I actually got to be in those boxes right next to Bob Hope. As I was gonna go up to the box sitting with all these millionaire people, they stopped us because Bob Hope is coming. You know, I've been around those people. At the end of the day, we could be intimidated and think, oh my gosh, what are they gonna think about me? They'd rather be with someone that is real and authentic. So just be yourself. And it starts with the confidence that we have and the belief that we have in ourselves.
Okay.
Absolutely. I think I scare people with my personality sometimes though.
However, she brought up a great point. Okay, you said that confidence, that you had that inner confidence. Well, there are times where absolutely you're in the groove, you know you can accomplish anything. And then there's other times where, yeah, I don't know. And you know, you kind of have that little bit of fear. And so inside your mind, something's going on, that self-talk. How do you turn it all around and make the confidence show on a regular basis?
Okay, well, I was going to say, you know, if we use affirmations, that's on our conscious level, you know. It's going back. I realized that I have to go back and like, when was the last time I felt confident? And then borrow that confidence from that moment. Go back into a place in time where I actually felt it, where I actually lived it, and borrow it from that moment.
I'm not talking right now because I'm in that moment. I'm going back there. Wait.
Yeah.
Hold on, don't talk.
Exactly. I'm there. I'm floating above. I'm the little fairy, the Amy fairy, floating above, looking down above my timeline, watching. And now I'm sinking into it because I know this is absolutely a fantastic moment of confidence. That was awesome. Thank you very much, Miss Ana.
You're welcome.
So
it's
now,
also known as anchoring.
What? Wait, what?
Whisper that for the guests. Say that again.
I said it's also known as anchoring. Use your anchor.
Yes.
Anchoring.
It's right here.
Okay.
So let's now transition over to relationship building, because showing up in a space of love and showing vulnerability, as you're saying, which is truly authenticity. I think that's, in my opinion, some people hear vulnerability and they think, oh, now I'm showing up as someone who's weak and not able to voice my own opinion, or maybe someone who could be taken advantage of. The definition that you're giving us is just being authentically you, just being willing and open to discussion or interactions or whatever is coming to them. So now you have somebody in a white collar situation, corporate America, and now they've got to learn to work with those individuals that they may not be the largest fans of. how do you counsel them through? How do you coach them through that situation?
Well, first of all, I need to understand where my client is at. Like, how is my client thinking and processing? And then I talk about, like, let's build a rapport and let's learn about who is the most flexible person in the situation. It's about the flexibility, and understand and love where the other person is coming from, because who they are doesn't reflect as who you are. And you just need to accept them and be able to move past it. So it's deep conversations that we have about, you can't change who the other person is. You could just talk to the other person and how they learn and process the information so that you could build some kind of rapport. You don't have to love everyone and they don't have to love you. And that's part of that. We have to understand that part of being vulnerable is letting go of the guard that we put in front of us so that people could connect with us. So if we're able to connect with ourselves, then we could connect with the other person and understand where that person is coming from and just accept them for who they are. Don't try to change someone else. You can't. All you can do is change yourself and be the best that you can be. So just love the other person, accept them for who they are, and move past that fact. And you will realize that when you build so much rapport, you actually end up making friends with them sometimes.
So this actually translates into your personal relationship as well, your marriage. It's funny, when you said that, I thought, oh, there's so many people that say we should be friends and we lost that friendship, or I didn't really know who I was marrying. And that's what was resonating with
So
me.
we should be friends.
You could actually just accept them for who they are. Wow. There you have it. Lisa, do you have any other questions?
I was just going to mention that. So we put a lot of emphasis on relationships and building relationships and getting people to be comfortable with you or wanting to love you or like you or whatever it is. But I think that the most important part, and I had to learn this, is that you have to love yourself. You have to like who you are before anybody else is going to like who you are or love who you are, right? So can you touch a little bit on that and fixing yourself? And, well, I don't know if it's fixing yourself, but put that in a better perspective.
I wouldn't say fixing yourself, because that's implying that you're broken. Right. And we're not broken. So that's the first step that we have to accept. We are not broken. We are whole. But how do we make ourselves better? And then maybe I shouldn't say, but how? And how do I make myself better? And it starts with loving ourselves. And it starts with, it could be as simple as doing one little thing, your appearance. It could be like, I comb my hair today. I love myself the way I look like today. And it's just like those little things of accepting who we are and not allowing someone else's thoughts of who they think we are, because they don't really truly know who you are. So it starts with, you know what? I am the best person. I love myself. I know what I'm capable of doing. And what somebody else might think of me, that's just a perception of who they think they see.
Right. Oh, I know that. Oh, so well.
And it's okay. Hey, that's who they think I am based on what I'm showing them. So if it's not something, if I don't like what I see that they think, then maybe I need to go and show them who I really am.
Focus on yourself. Focus on who you are, showing up as your best self. And then the relationships or relationship that you're working on will start to change. And a new relationship, a better relationship will emerge. There you have it. She just saved every marriage on the planet. Bam. In less than 15 minutes. Just show up as your best self and then you don't have to worry about it. Oh my goodness. That is great.
So you have an event coming up? Yes. tell us.
Yes, I do have an event coming up. It's June 19th. It's actually going to be on a Saturday. And it is my success boot camp. And we don't just talk about the success, we talk about the mindset. We talk about the chatter in our brain and how we could actually stop that. And I'm excited because that was the event that actually changed my life 3 years ago. After I attended that event, I thought I was just going to go learn how to be a better networker because I didn't know how to network. So I thought. And that event completely changed my life. And now I get to host it and I get to help other people change their lives. So it's June 19. You spend 3 hours with me and you get 9 keys to be more successful in life and in business. And I have my new website coming up. Hopefully next week it'll launch.
And so click on the link below is what we're telling you, and you'll be able to definitely hook up with Ana, register for her event, and learn how to change your life, relationships, business, personal confidence. It will be awesome. Definitely money well spent. Thank you so very much, Ana, for being our guest today. We are so appreciative that you have, like I said, fixed every marriage, 15 minutes flat. That's awesome. Thank you so much for being here today.
It was so much fun, ladies.
Ana.
You know, I usually wing it.
I don't mind you winging it.
Because
Go with it.
Yeah, just go with it.
Do what you do. You're so great at it. Right? You never look like a fool. And if you ever do, I know how to fix it. My hair's a mess.
It won't stay.
It looks beautiful.
Thank you. It won't stay. Okay.
Do what you do. Isn't that what you told me?
I'm going to the hairdresser on Friday afternoon. That's what I'm doing. I'm sure some shit will go on before.
Right. Exactly.
Awesome.
I'm gonna go have it.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
See y'all later.
Bye.
Bye.